Ready to do it like y'all know, can't nobody do it like we do it. Here in the truth session. Come on, join your host with the most. The one, the apostle, the prophet. Here in the truth, the cosmic commander. Yes. Along with the ensemble sounds on sounds. The Prince of Peace, JP. KD, the songbird. Baby bird, Kafira in the house. None other than our very own, the master teacher. The quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker is in the house. On the drums. Come on, y'all tell somebody. Y'all know how I do it. Y'all know how we do it when you come in. Please share. Hit the share button. Let them know that we're in session. Here in the truth session. It's not fortuitous that you stopped by. It was appointed for you to stop by. To take up this spread, this table that we're preparing for you guys. We're going to have an awesome time. So come on in and join us. Yes. We're going to be dealing with today, what is a Lego? What is a Lego? Come on in, fam. It's another Saturday. We want to thank you all for joining us on this great Saturday. Gratitude, gratitude. Thank you for joining us here on this Saturday in the Truth Session. I'm your host with the most. I am the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. Listen, coming into your eye gates and into your eardrums with 2,400 watts of power. We're going to get ready to set this frequency here for us in just a second, and we're going to move into this. But we're going to be dealing with what is a Lego. And it's very important to understand what a Lego is, and I'm going to break that down for you and give us some really good information. We've really been dealing with some very powerful topics here in the Truth Session. We pride ourselves on having information that is applicable to your walk, that you can take and use in your everyday life, business practices, relationships, wherever you want to use them. We want to provide some level of information for you. Is that all right? Okay. So let's share. I'm just taking an opportunity to share. Just stick with me. Just give me a moment to build this, and I'm going to show you what a Lego is. If you don't already know what it is. y'all doing out there today? Oh, not my girl. My girl, Brenda Brown. Queen Brenda Brown, a.k.a. the Chocolate Child. Hey, what's going on? Oh, my other daughter in the house, Tammy Green, Mississippi. Listen, please remember, when you all come in, let us know where you're hailing from so that we can cast this wide net on the web so that we can share this information, all right? Hey, Jessica. I see y'all coming in here. Come on. Number 1, KP in the house. Hey, Imuna. Hey, Octavia. I see you, Larry Wright. What's going on, man? It's been some time since I've seen you. But that's okay. We'll see you today. Let us know where you're hailing from. All right? Listen, those of you that are just coming into the room, please just take just a second to share. To let everyone know that, listen, we are in progress. We are in session here in the Truth Session. All right? And then we'll do our greetings here in just 1 second. Thank you all for taking the time to share. That's awesome. ATL in the house. Mississippi in the house. We have our very own Larry Wright hailing from Germany. We got Germany in the house. Come on, come on, come on. Y'all drop that out there. We got the ATL, okay. We got Guyana in the house. I see you, Isaac. Oh, let them know. Come on here. We worldwide. We reaching out there. Oh, we got Las Vegas in the house. Jackson, Mississippi in the house. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got Chi-Town in the house. Come on, fam. Let's build this. Las Vegas, Nevada, y'all better get with me. Yeah. Come on in the house. Listen, I want to take an opportunity to greet you all in Hotel Ubuntu, Abaragani, Amani Kaka, Amani Dada. Hola. Bonjour. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Konnichiwa. Ni hao ma. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Come on in, family. Oh, bonjour. Come on in, family. We're going to take our time here. Hey, 217. Fam in the house. Queen Heard. Welcome in. All right, fam, we're going to do this real quick. We're going to get you in and we're going to get you out again. We're going to be dealing with what is a Lego. And I think you want to catch this information because it's going to tie in with what we've been previously speaking about here in the Truth Session. Is that all right? Okay. Now, let us set our frequency. Y'all know how we do this, fam. Here we go. Take some deep breaths so you can relax and gather in all of this information. Thank all of you who's tuning in. Come on, fam. That's it. Come on, get in there. Come on. I know some of you may not understand what that is, but come on, breathe with me. Come on, inhale. Now exhale. Inhale. Now exhale. Inhale. Now exhale. Come on. Come on, fam, here we go, here we go. We call all things to order. We call every ram to order. We call the mother and father of the universe to order. We call all advisors, all counselors, all readers, all hearers, all healers, all coaches. We call you to order. Order. We call every prophet, every apostle, every pastor, every evangelist, every teacher, every bishop. We call you to order. We call every noble one, every elder, the ascended ones. We call all the ancestors to order. We call Yah and Wah to order. Come to order. We call the truth session to order. All right, fam. All right, fam, I see you in the house. Listen, we're going to get ready to go into this to give you some information. Come on here to deal and demonstrate with what you've been demonstrating with. Is that all right? Okay. Now, all right, call-in number. I put it out there on the timeline for you. There is a call-in number. It's going to be area code 318-493-9595 if you want to be on live with your host with the most one. If you have a comment, if you have a question, you're more than welcome to dial in 318-493-9595. I've also put donation information out there. I know they're going to put some more information out there because there are more ways to donate. I see you, Rosalind. Thank you for chiming in. Elder Empress Rosalind Severin McLean. Listen, you all, look her up. Very powerful author. She has some very powerful books out, and I'm quite sure she's probably going to put that on the timeline. And if any of you, if you have a business, I want you to please go ahead and put that on the timeline, okay? We welcome that. We want you to advertise here in the Truth Session, okay? That's quite all right. And we love, of course, this is a dialogue and not a monologue. We love when you talk back to us. We love and we will read your comments if you put them on the timeline. Also, we're excited about this because this is the Truth Session. This is the place that you come where your thoughts really matter and they really count. The place where you will not be derided. You will not be ostracized, castricized. You will not be cast to the side. You will not be dehumanized or demonized. We will try to answer your question with the appropriate answer and with proper information. This is why we have, one of the reasons why we have developed a Truth Session, a place where you can come and you can be mentally sharp and safe, where you won't be intimidated, where you can feel free to think and have thought. You've come to the right place and you're sharing with the right people. You're at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right people, and ain't no doubt about it. Welcome to the Truth Session. Some of you for your first time, and then welcome Truth Session family. Also, welcome to the Mod Squad. The Mod Squad on the timeline that guards our timeline. Shout out to you today. Thank you for being here. And happy solar return. Happy birthday to our very own head of the Mod Squad, Stephanie. Enjoy your day and be safe. And to all of you that are having birthdays on this day, happy birthday to you. All right, with that, let us get started. Now we've been dealing with a topic called For What Purpose? And this is going to tie into For What Purpose? Because there are some things that we're missing that really needs to be put in place so that we can advance to the place that we need to and what it is that we're doing and why we're here, to understand our purpose. Yes, to understand our purpose. So we're going to get at it, all right? Okay.
We're understanding our purpose.
Okay. Now, what brings us to this particular topic that we're going to be speaking about today is that we were talking about when the universe aligns, there is a unifying articulation of thoughts, ideas, concepts, and the likes. Okay? This is what's bringing us to this particular thought today. What is a Lego? And we're going to deal with that. And I kind of set you all up with that because I know you are saying, oh, Lego, that's a building block. That's a toy. That's a piece of toy. It's a building block, right? Yes, you're correct. But however, the meaning is deeper and the reason for it is deeper. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Kizzy. Mod Squad. Two of the Mod Squads, Rhonda Moore and Kizzy, Inspiration Queen. Yes. My number one girl in the house, Kimberly Purdue. That's my life coach, my relationship coach, y'all, in the house. All right, KD. All right, so we're going to get into this. By the way, how y'all doing? Everybody good? Listen, I feel fantastic. I feel great. And I'm excited to be here with you all and to be sharing with you all and have you all sharing with me. We don't take it for granted for your Saturdays. We know that they're very important, and we want to say grateful gratitude for your Saturdays. Okay? All right. Now, again, like I shared with you all, we've been dealing with for what purpose? We dealt with and we talked about purpose. So now the quote that I just read to you, in fact, let me put it out here real quickly for you guys. Just for your viewing. Okay. And we're going to move on. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me know when you guys can see that. Put those blue thumbs in the air. And please, you all, hit those emojis so that we can keep this algorithm going. We keep everything moving. Okay? Thank you. All right. Okay, can you guys see that? Is it out there? Did it come through yet? Okay. Let me try it again. How about now? Okay. Master teacher, okay, do me. It's just our thought from last session. When the universe aligns, there is a unifying. I'll try it. Okay. Let me try to put this out here one more time for you all. Okay. And then we'll move into this. Okay. I think it just jumped out there. Did it jump out there? Yes, it did. Okay. There it is. Okay, family, listen. Let me read this in your hearing and we're going to move on. When the universe aligns, there is a unifying articulation. Words are going to jump off. Somebody say words. Words are going to jump off. Okay? Words. Words are very important. You have to understand how important that they are. For you to move into your purpose and really be dynamic in your purpose, you're going to need to really begin to understand words, right? Okay, so we're going to give you a bit of information for you, for your purpose, for your advancement, for your journey, okay? Is that all right? We'll help you with this. Now, there are reasons why we're not advancing. And some of the reasons why is that we don't have proper information. In other words, things are not properly aligned so that we can follow them in a straight line or in alignment, right? Okay, we know everything is not a straight line. Things are curved. They appear to be. That's another story. I'll leave that alone. Now, but when the universe aligns, there is a unifying articulation of thoughts, ideas, concepts, and the likes. So now what comes into play is, is word or words. Okay? I'm going to make this really simple for you so you can really get it. Okay? Words. Why are you saying words? Because articulation is based upon what we speak, right? Yes. But then we understand words are what? What? Thoughts. They're thoughts, right? Okay, so not only words, thoughts, but they are what? Say it again.
Concept.
It's all right. Talk to me. Thank you. Words are thoughts. Words are also.
Concept.
Say it again.
Concept.
And thoughts are what? Say it again.
Concept.
Yes. And words are what? They are to be.
Spoken.
Say it again.
Spoken.
They're to be spoken. Right?
Yes.
After words are to be spoken after you have had a what?
Thoughts.
Thank you. And after you have had a thought, you do what? You speak or you articulate. Right? So what we're doing is we're going to get to words. And let me show you the basis of something. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In the beginning was the
Word.
Say it again.
Word.
Okay. And the word was with.
With God.
Say it again.
With God.
Okay, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word,
Was.
in the word
Was.
was actually God's. Right? Okay. In the beginning was the word. This is, I'm taking this backdrop, of course, from a biblical perspective, principle. Okay? But I want to bring this in because it's very important. It's going to give you some real good information because it's the basis wherewith has been set for the premise of America. Because America is said to be what? Judeo, what? Christian. Right? Okay, so in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was what? God's. In the beginning was the what? Word. In the beginning was what? What? In the beginning was thought. Words, remember we said words are what? Say it again.
Thoughts.
They are thoughts. Right? We talked about that, right? In the beginning was what? Thought. So we know that the thought is the what? Say it again. Talk to me.
The cause of it all.
Thought is the cause of it all. Everything exists because of a thought. But thoughts are what? Words. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so in the beginning, there was a thought. We're going somewhere with this. Stick with me. So in the beginning, there was a what? Thought or thoughts. And the word was with God. In the what was with God. So what had to be with God was then the what? Thoughts. Right? Okay. Thoughts. And the thoughts was with God. And the thoughts was God's. Okay. Now, so we got first movement here. First movement is what? Thoughts, right? First movement is going to be thoughts. Now we got something to work with now. In the beginning was thought. Now this is very important because I'm bringing this to you because some of us, we don't exercise our minds. We don't understand that our minds need to be what? Exercised. Now exorcism, he said exorcism. Exercising is going to come about by putting in your mind, say it again, words. You're going to exercise your mind, okay? Now, this is important, so let me go here with this. Let me back up just a little bit and look at this. Word. Okay, let's find out what that means in the origin of it. This word in the Greek, according to the backdrop that we're using, this word is the Greek word logos. How many of you have ever heard of that term? This term is called logos. Now, the root in this particular word logos, guess what it is? Remember I set y'all up. I said, what is a Lego? The root in logos is Lego. Look at that. Logos, the root. Now, let's look at logos and get a drawing of what logos means because it's important. Logos means a plan. So in the beginning was a plan. Master teacher, put that particular scripture out there so they can have a visual. That's going to be, give me just a second, fam. That's going to be Yachanan or St. John's 1:1. Okay, for those of you. Okay, just stick with me and you're going to get something out of this. I promise you are. Okay, now the word is logos or logos. Where we get the root word in there is Lego, but we're going to deal with another word that's going to come from there in just a second. But logos means a plan. So in the beginning, there was a plan. Isn't that interesting? In the beginning. This is why it's so very important to plan. Because your plan is a description of what it is that you're trying to what? Accomplish. Yes. So you have something to follow, or you have a visual, right? A plan. Logos, a plan. Now, not only does it mean a plan, but it means matter. It means matter. What matters? There is a matter. Matter is a building block for what? Particles. We know that energy and matter is interrelated, right? Yes. Energy and matter being interrelated produces what? Mass. Say it again. Mass. Mass is a manifestation of words. Mass. Because we use words to describe what we what? See. We use words to describe what we see. I'm going somewhere with this. Just stick with me. Let me build it. Okay. Now, so logos means a plan. It means matter. Not only does it mean matter, but it means topic. It means not only does it means the topic, but not only does it mean a topic, but it means the topic of a discourse. In other words, what you're going to speak, it is the topic of that word is, or logos. Logos is. So logos means a plan. That plan turns into what it is. It takes on mass. Whatever your plan is, it's going to take on mass. But taking on mass, it's going to have a topic. Your plan has a topic. In other words, it describes who you are and what it is that you are designed to do and your purpose as to why you are here. Right? So there's a plan concerning your life, concerning you as an individual and us as a collective. There is a plan. Okay. Now, let's look at the root Remember we said logos has a root, and that root is what? What? Lego, right?
Yes.
What is Lego? We know Lego as a toy being what?
Building blocks.
Say it again.
Building blocks.
Building blocks, right? Okay, so if we see Lego as building blocks, that means that what it is actually doing is building what?
Words.
Building words. And those words are being what?
Fitly framed together.
Fitly joined or framed. Where?
Together.
Oh, okay. So if they're fitly joined or framed together, it's creating a what? Say that again. Thought or topic. Right. It's creating the thought or the topic, correct? And then it's going to frame it because you have a what? Plan. There you go. See how that starts to come together? Let me work with this just a little bit more, and I'm almost finished with you. Okay. Now, let's get back to Lego again. When you get back to Lego, and these things are fitly framed and fitly joined together, what begins to happen is, watch this. Affirming starts to happen. Intent is going to start to happen. Speaking is going to start to happen. Decreeing is going to start to happen. The reason why we have an uptick in affirmations, you all that are affirming or are having affirmations, the reason why there's an uptick in it is because Lego is happening. For the first time, we are speaking what we are.
Thinking.
Say it again.
Thinking.
What we are thinking. There it is. See, what's happening is now we're starting to.
Articulate.
Yes, we're starting to articulate because we're having thought. Why am I going this direction? Because I'm touching an area in your mind. I'm waking up something in your mind. I'm telling your mind to regenerate, to renew itself, so that you can what? Think. Most of us, we can't think because of our enneagramming is being what? Being programmed. See, most people that are programmed don't know that they're programmed. That's the purpose of the programming. But when someone comes along and reveals something to you and say that's not appropriate thinking, that's not appropriate thinking. Something is wrong with the thinking, which brings me to the next word that's in Logos. The next word that is in logos, guess what it is? Logic.
Yes.
So in the beginning was logic. And logic was with God, and logic was God. It was what God used. What God uses is, say it again. God uses logic. If you don't believe me, look it up. Logic deals with what?
Yes.
Yes. Now, logic brings you to the realm of what? Say it again. Thinking. You must have thought. Work with me. You must have thought to do what? Think.
Yes.
So you must jumpstart your your cognition. You must jumpstart your cognition, and Master Teacher has a program dealing with jumpstarting your cognition. Right? Cognition is the engine of your mind, turning your mind back on again, jumpstarting your mind. And one of the things that isn't happening for us is that we're not jumpstarting our minds. Okay. Now, in order to get logic out, you must put logic what? In by dealing with what? Facts. So you must put facts in here, right? To get what out? Thought. There you go. To get the thought out. It's very important to understand this, and I'm going to use this principle for you. Watch this. Now, as a small child growing up, we had pump water, well water. Okay? Excuse me 1 second. We had the water where you had to pump it. You had to pump to get the water out. Right? Okay. Now, what would happen was we would get in trouble sometime because we didn't follow the rules. Oh, logic has what, Master Teacher?
Rules.
Say again.
Rules.
It has rules that you have to follow. Logic to get to the facts. Must follow, say it again, Master Teacher.
Rules.
You must follow the rules to get to the facts. There are rules to thought, to thinking. There are rules. Now, back to my example. We had to pump that water out of there, right? But there was a rule that you must follow after you're through pumping. After you're through pumping, you must leave a cup of water.
Yes, sir.
If some of you on timeline, you're old enough to realize this and you've experienced this, you know that you have to use a cup of water. I don't think Keena's old enough to remember this, but you have to leave a cup of water. So why do you have to leave a cup of water? To prime it, correct. Because what happens is the water settles back down, and if you try to pump it out, it's not coming back out. You have to prime it. You have to, that cup of water that you were supposed to leave, you have to take that cup of water, pour it over in the pump, and then pump. And what it does is it primes the pump and the water comes out. But we used to get in trouble because we failed to recall to leave the cup of water. So we didn't follow the rules. So when you don't follow the rules, there is nothing to what? Come out. Oh, so what's happening is we're not able to think because we're not following the rules, because we're not putting in
Words.
so that we can have what? Thoughts. However, you may be putting something in there, and if it isn't logical, which doesn't follow the rules, then you don't get what? Facts. Right? There's also another scripture that says, if you know the truth shall do what? Make you what? Free. This is important because the reason why I use this is that many of us have come through the church. Many of us have come from the church. Many of us have come out of the church. So it says that if you know the truth, then the truth should make you free, right? Okay, if you look at that word truth, you have to understand what that implies in the Greek. It implies, it is a Greek word eleuthero, and eleuthero actually means facts. So when it says, if you should know the truth should make you free, it is actually saying if you know the facts will make you free, because you will think what? Logically or logical thinking causes you to have reason. You can reason a thing. Logic gives you the ability to do what? To observe. Facts are the only things that can be what? Observed. So in the beginning with God was facts, because facts are what? Observable. Because facts inevitably becomes what? Mass. Because mass comes from where? Matter. Matter comes from? Say it again. And then these two are what? Interrelated and produce what? Mass. And mass produce what? Fact. Because we coin it as a matter of what? There you go. See that? As a matter of fact. So it is logical to understand what is fact. If it isn't fact, then it is not logical and it isn't reasonable. There you go. So now the problems that we're having is that we're trying to get someone to believe in something that they cannot see. We're trying to get someone to believe in something that's out in the ether that you cannot experience. When you have fact is that which can be scientifically proven, which means that you have the ability to, every time you do it, cause it to happen the same way. Am I right about that?
Yes, sir.
Master teacher,
Yes, sir.
the mathematician.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, here's the thing. When you're dealing with logic, I'm going to get master teacher. I'm going to show you how he stay ready. Watch this. I'm going to get master teacher to come up here and illustrate on the board to y'all what logic is. And then I'm going to get him to show you what happens when you wrongly do an equation and leave out something, how you can't get to the fact. Master teacher, will you please come and assist us quickly? Logic deals in mathematics.
Greetings, family. Greetings, family. Listen, let me give you a quick rendition of this logical statement where we prove one thing by displaying something else. Here's a logical statement that says, if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, logically, then A must equal to C. It's called a transitive property. You're transitioning from one statement to the next statement by proving, first of all, it's given that A is equal to B, or one quantity is equal to another quantity. Then that second quantity is equal to a third quantity, which means these two must be equal to one another. Now, in logically solving an equation, I'm just going to give you a brief equation, short equation that shows you if you leave out one step, your answer can come out differently. Now, dealing with rules.
Yes.
Here is, let's just say, -5 times 3 plus 2, say, divided by 4. Now, in mathematics, there's something we call PEMDAS. You start with parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. That's a rule. It's following an order, a logical order.
Yes.
Now watch this. if I take this piece and add this first, I've got 5, right? 3 plus 2. Now I do, let's just say, -5 times 5. That's a -25. Then what I'll do is divide by 4. So if I divide -25 by 4, I'm going to get a -6 and 1/4, right? My answer is -6 and 1/4. Now, I left out something on purpose. We're following parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, better known as PEMDAS. Here, we had no parentheses, no exponents, but watch this. Multiplication comes next in order as a rule. I should have multiplied -5 times 3 first, which would give me -15, then added 2, which would have been -13 because you got a negative and a positive, so you subtract. But watch this. I left that portion out. So your answers actually would come out totally differently because I should have done, let me go back right here and show you real quickly. Remember, our answer was -6 and 1/4. So if I do this first, -15 plus right here, 2 divided by 4. The next thing I should have done was divided these two first. 2 divided by 4 rather than -15 plus 2. That's going to give me a 1/2. So -15 plus 1/2 is going to take me to a -13.5. Remember, my answer was -6.5. If you don't follow the logical order or the rules, your answers will come out differently every time with the exact same numbers.
Gratitude, Master Teacher. Awesome. Gratitude. Did you all see that? It's very important. We miss little bitty things like that. See, we missed that, but we still came up with an answer. See, and if you don't follow the rules, you end up making up what? Your own rules, and the answer will still be what? Wrong. It would be what? Incorrect. Now, here's what you have to understand something about whom you call God or refer to as God. God is not illogical. God is fact. What? Based. God is fact based. If God was not fact based, why do you see it said that he created the heavens and earth, correct?
Right.
If he's not fact based, how can you see this if it's not fact? We can factually prove that what? Earth what? Exist. This is very important because I'm trying to get you out of the realm of fantasy. I'm trying to get you into a realm where you begin to what? Say it again. Where you begin to think. You may think that you are thinking, but you are being given. You are being given what? Thought. Because you are being, say it again. You're being programmed. Yes, 4 options. You're being programmed. This is very important. I'm trying to give you something without raising other antennas. Because when you start reprogramming people, other antennas raise and you come on the radar of other people, and then they start trying to dismantle what it is that you're trying to do. But where am I going with this to your excuse me. 1 second, let me taste of this nectar that Your brain. And I'm going to get us out of here. Your brain is used for thinking, right?
Yeah.
Thought is the cause of it all. Who's influencing you? Who's speaking to you? Who's putting thought in your mind? Let me check the timeline. Make sure you all check the timeline. Hey, Dominica, make sure you all check the timeline for those that have businesses on them. New York in the house. Okay, just trying to see if any of you all have any thoughts out there. Hey, Pinson and Netta. Oh, this is good teaching. All right, number one, KP. Facts. Yes. Yes, facts. Hey, Monique. Thanks for sharing the 1 cup rule with the whale. Yes. Yes, indeed. Fayetteville in the house. Yes. And with that, with all of what I'm singing to you, to have a complete thought, your words must succinctly flow together to have a complete thought. But what is happening is, through programming, what is being created in our minds is cognitive dissonance, where there's a disruption in the development of our thinking because our thoughts are not succinctly and concisely flowing together. And it's a conflict with how we feel and what is being said to us. When you're downloading wrong information and you've been carrying that for so long as it is fact to you, and when something challenges that, it creates cognitive dissonance.
Yes.
Because it is coming against the very thing that you've trusted in, believed in, and it's being challenged. And it creates cognitive dissonance. So, but if you just take a moment and breathe and listen, you can gather in new truths that debunk the information that you've been given and rewrite your programs and create another level of thinking in you. And we call that jump starting. It'll jumpstart your thoughts and give you new realms and new heights and new levels to level up to, where you'll be more informed and you'll make greater choices and better decisions. All for you. Listen, what is a Lego? It is a word. It is how words fitly join together and frame a thing. So today you've been introduced to how to fitly join things together to frame it so you can know what it is. You understand the mass of it, the weight of it, the gravity of it, and the reality of it. We're getting into real reality. When you get into real reality, when you really begin to know what truth is, you really understand that truth is fact. Fact is how things really appear, what it really is. We're coming back to that place and space in our hemispheres where we're hemi-syncing our hemispheres, where we're becoming whole-brained again, where we're beginning to use the entirety of our brain and not a portion of it. We're relinking it. We're putting it back together, and we're becoming more powerful. We're thoughting again. We're having thought because now we can think, because we're removing the wrong programming. So stay tuned in, and we're going to further develop you in a way that is going to be applicable to your everyday walk and your understanding. So with that being said, family, I've come to that space and place and time where I must say, hold what you got. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder on it. Meditate on it. But by all means, do what? Govern yourselves accordingly. One love, eternal light, peace, power, prosperity, and good health. Shalom alaikum, mishpikah. Peace be unto you, family.